Matt Reeves, the Batman, will ditch the black suit for more of a blue, comic accurate suit in the new film. And here's how. Hey there, this is your Matt Dude with too much time on his hands, Dude here with another video. And today, I want to talk about this theory that I've had on how the Matt Reeves version of the Batman will ditch the black practical suit for a more comic accurate version of the suit. Now, don't get me wrong, I still love the suit that was in the movie, but it was just supposed to be a prototype suit since this was his second year of Batman. So the second movie has to improve upon that. So that's why I have this theory. Now, this video will contain spoilers to the movie. If you haven't seen the movie and don't want to get spoiled, go watch the movie. It's amazing. But if you watch the movie or don't care about spoilers, come with me to this theory I've been having for a while. Now, you may be asking, how is this more realistic version of the Batman going to change from to the black to the more comic accurate version of the suit? Well, first of all, we gotta clear something up. This world is not realistic. We gotta stop with this Batman realistic part because that kind of ruins the fun out of him first. Because first of all, the city is not realistic. The city is gross and slimy. It's tall. The buildings are so claustrophobic. It's always raining. And then there's also Batman's tech. Yeah, some parts will feel like very much real things you can grab in real life. But then there's the main tool that this Batman uses the entire film. The contact lenses. Do we have those in real life? Literal cameras that we just put in our little eyes to see and record. We may have those in development somehow going on, but we don't have them in real life yet. So we gotta already throw out that it's realistic, but it's real to the world it's built. It feels lived in. It feels like it exists. So the realism doesn't necessarily matter. It just matters on how the people in this story react to the world. But if you want more concrete proof on how this version of Batman will go to more of a comic accurate look, take note to the actual messaging of the film. This version of Batman was just pure vengeance, anger, not about the justice, not about saving people, just about fighting the bad guys, and that's about it. Because he was an angry child, just lost to find something. And then in the process of the film, he's learned that's a bad thing because of the Riddler. The Riddler has shown that what he's teaching, what he's been showing, has caused this monster of the Riddler to appear. Because the Riddler has literally said that he was inspired by him.
You showed me what was possible.
You showed me all it takes is fear and a little focused violence. You inspired me.
You're out of your goddamn mind.
And you got it. And then also the Riddler goons that showed at the end, they said they were vengeance. So Batman sees that and says, this is what I've been showing. This is how this creature, how these people have sprung up that they think I'm like. They think I'm like this monster, even though he kind of was. Because in the beginning of the film, he tried to save someone, and that he even scared him. Batman saved him, but the guy thought he was going to be the actual threat as well, because all that guy saw was a big, scary monster throwing hands at these other people, and he was scared he was next. And maybe Batman didn't care at that point, but by this point, he realized what that actually did. It also showed Batman that this was not the way, because even at the end of the film, he went out in the light. He led people to safety. He didn't just leave them because it was getting bright. Because in the entirety of the film, he would just leave as Batman to the cops. He would just leave the city to its own devices in the daytime and just surveillance it in the daytime as Bruce Wayne. So this end, he showed that he was becoming a real hero by helping these people in this flood to their safety and making sure they're safe. And this is how you know that his progression got better. First of all, it's the daylight. He's out there just helping people, not fighting, helping. That's what we miss about Batman. That's what I miss. That Batman is more than just a crime fighter. He's supposed to help the people, like how Superman or Spider-Man or any character like that are supposed to help you. That's what makes him a superhero, not just a vigilante, which is the point of that film. He wasn't that anymore. And then this person that he was saving didn't want to let go of him when he was just trying to get them to safety. But when he said that it was okay, they felt safe. So you know what's the best conclusion for the next film? For Batman to keep progressing with that idea. He is no longer a vengeful, angry man. He is a symbol of justice.
Vengeance won't change the past. Mine or anyone else's. I have to become more. People need hope. To know someone's out there for them.
Like, yes, he still has to make villains afraid, but the costumes change can still do that. Batman can still do well in a brighter costume, but I think he needs to wear it to show the people, hey, this is a hero now. This is not just someone to be scared of from the outfit. He can have a brighter costume. And you may say, hey, he won't be as scary to the bad guys for that. And you know what? He probably still will be, because Batman's reputation still precedes him. Just because he changes the outfit does not mean that his reputation does. And you know what? Even if the bad guys aren't afraid of him and he has to show that fear in him again, he just has to whoop their ass and show them who's boss again in that costume. So it's even more embarrassing if you think about that, but also cool for us to see Batman in a classic costume and make sense for us. And you know what? Batman may be even fighting in the daytime or showing up as, the hero now. And even if you still don't believe me in the way this version of Batman can go into that costume, I have another way of him doing that, of him adopting Dick Grayson. Matt Reeves has said that he wants to introduce Dick Grayson Robin in the movie, but he has no way of actually making sense of how he would introduce him, since he wants him to actually be an actual kid. He wants to be accurate enough while still in this realistic world. And this would be a good way, whether he has Dick Grayson be Robin or just be adopted by Bruce Wayne. I think it'd be a good message to show, too, that Batman needs to change his outfit instead of just his mind on how he does things, to show this new sun that the world doesn't have to be so dark. Having this new suit will show that there is still hope with this new suit. Like, Matt Reeves already put the idea in our head in the first movie that Batman can relate to a kid who loses their parents, because that's what happened to that one kid that lost his dad because of the Riddler. So Batman can relate to Dick Grayson from losing his parents, and he's going to want to show him a better way. And to make more of my point, I want to show this quote from the movie Justice League: The New Frontier that actually made me even want to make this video in the first place, of how it can make sense of how Batman changed the suit from that dark, gritty suit to the more bright and colorful suit. This made sense to me, and that's what made me want to make the full video.
New look? A sidekick? Do you mind if I ask you?
As a matter of fact, I do. Let's just say I set out to scare criminals, not children.
Fair enough.
Like, that reasoning for this Batman to become a little bit more brighter and become less scary is because in the previous point in the film, Batman was trying to save a kid from a bunch of cultists. But when Batman even got so near to the kid got so scared and wouldn't even look at him. And it shows Batman's, distress on that. Because yes, he is trying to scare criminals, but he's not trying to scare kids, the people he's trying to protect now. And that would be great for the new movie to even incorporate a brighter costume. And you know what? You don't have to make the entire suit completely very much bright, colorful. Like the blue is so bright, it blinds you. Or the gray is so bright, so gray. No. You don't have to. You can still have the blue be a darker blue. You can still have the gray be a darker gray. But you can also have the symbol be the brightest thing that has there. You know why? Because it's still realistic by being practical. The villains are going to show that they're going to try to shoot in that specific area because it's the brightest thing there. And as we saw in the first movie, Batman is not new to being shot in the whole suit, but villains are going to be more precisely afraid to shoot in that area because that's where they see the most.
Oh, and avoid the bat symbol. It's a little is the strongest.
So even in that format, this version of a brighter suit can still function in this type of realistic world. But hey, that's just my theory on how that can work. What do you think? Do you think this theory makes sense? Do you think this could happen? Do you not think this will happen? Explain why. Do you think I'm crazy for this? Let me know in the comments down below. I read your comments. I most likely will answer to those that actually have questions because I appreciate you all who watch and comment. And hey, if you like this video and you want to see more, do all the things that you do on YouTube. Please like the video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can get notified when these videos actually come out, because, you know, subscribing doesn't do as much as it used to. Hey, I may actually make this another series on conclusions onto certain characters, outfit-wise, or changes, whether it's appearance or changes. And if you want to be along for the ride, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, so you can actually be notified when these videos will come out. But hey, this has been Dunamite, and I hope to see everyone in the next video.